Hi friends, Kalen here, and today we're going to spend a little bit of time talking about the importance of asking quality questions. Now, for years, I've trained salespeople on the importance of asking quality questions to qualify customers' needs and wants, and then to match them with a given product's features and benefits so you're more likely to close a sale. Now, in regards to leadership, see, it's human nature to move in the path of least resistance. So when an employee or a peer comes up and asks a question, or even you go home and you're in a relationship and someone asks, "How was your day?" Those types of questions usually get very surface level responses that are quick and to the point because we're often tired, stressed out, and we're short of time. So the quickest way is to ask a question that doesn't really solicit very much feedback. A recent study from the University of Michigan revealed that by the time we reach the eighth grade, most people are only asking 3 to 4 questions a day. So I challenge you to track and to measure how many quality questions that you're asking a day that dig deep, that push past the point of that comfort zone and really force the person to think creatively, to imagine, and to challenge them to look for alternate solutions for problems. There was a study that I recently read where a student teacher was with an art class of first graders. And one of the students asked, "How do you make the color pink?" The teacher said, "Well, you take white and you mix in a little red," which was the right answer, but it was the wrong approach. This teacher is now showing the student learned helplessness. The teacher took away the opportunity for the student to imagine, to experiment, to think creatively, to potentially fail. Either way, you affirm, you encourage, but they've had the chance to expand their ability to think and grow and to take initiative and to be independent. Well, often in the workplace, and many times I've done this, where you give the answer quickly because you don't want to take the time to expand on the situation and show them how to solve it themselves. So, not taking advantage of the opportunity in the short run and giving them the answer makes your job a lot harder in the long run. So I've got a couple questions here that might, open up some ideas for you. So I'll go ahead and go through these. The first one is, if today was going to be your best day ever, most productive, most successful, most accomplishment, however you want to use it, what would you need to do? So if you ask that question to somebody, let them expand on it instead of telling them what they need to do to meet your requirements. Another one is, what result did you hope to gain from taking such action or from acting in such a way? So instead of criticizing or condemning the behavior, ask them, what was the ultimate goal of this behavior? And let them expand on it. And don't lead them in any certain direction with the way your question is phrased. Another one is, if you were to imagine yourself a year from now in a leadership position or with a higher income or a new title, what type of responsibilities and actions would you have to be taking on a daily basis that you might not be taking today? That way they get to define the difference between who they want to be and what they are today. So they start, doing those things without you having to be the instructor. Let them create their future. Another one is, how much value do you put on our time together? So if somebody's text messaging or didn't respond to an email or call or whatever the issue might be, ask them, how much value do you put on our relationship, or how much value do you put on our time together, and let them talk about it rather than criticizing, condemning, or cutting straight to the point. Another one is, based on your ideal work environment, how would you envision everyone on this team performing or behaving? That way, you allow them to create the culture, they explain it, they have to think about what they would want if they were in your shoes. And they get to start living up to those expectations and rather than being told to. Another one is, what alternative approaches could you take to accomplish more? Or what alternative approaches could you take to meet less resistance or create more time? Or ask these questions that are different than, how was your day? How are you? Do you need anything from me? If you want to grow, you have to create friction. You have to create an opportunity for them to grow. Proverbs 27:17 is, uh, iron sharpens iron as one person sharpens another. So the responsibility of the leader is to press into not to move past. So create some friction, ask tough questions, track it, and hope you guys have a great day.